Hello, my radiant souls, and welcome back. I'm Pandora, and today we're exploring the energy, the soul path, and the deeper spiritual layers of those born on the 26th of any month. If this is your birth date, know this: you were never just meant to live an ordinary life. You came here to build, protect, and nurture, but not just for yourself. You came to become the roots for others to grow. Your life is a journey of mastering strength through sensitivity, leadership through compassion, and power through peace. The number 26 carries an old soul vibration, something timeless in your gaze, your way of thinking, your sense of responsibility. You're not here to escape reality, you're here to shape it. Let's dive deeply into your number's vibration and everything it whispers about your soul's story. This is your sacred space. Let's begin. Life path essence, the vibration of 8, 2 plus 6 equal to 8. The number 26 reduces to 8, the number of power, manifestation, karma, and mastery in the material world. But the numbers that make up 26 to 2 and 6 tell us so much more about how you arrive at that power. The 2 gives you emotional intelligence, empathy, diplomacy, and an intuitive sensitivity to other people's moods and needs. You are emotionally aware, often picking up on subtle cues no one else notices. You're kind-hearted, but not naive. You listen, you feel, you understand. The 6 is the archetype of the caregiver, the nurturer, the home builder. You are here to create safety, whether through family, work, love, or community. You have a protective nature that makes others feel seen and cared for. And when you add them together, you reach 8, the builder, the authority figure, the manifester. But in your case, it's a heart-centered power. You don't dominate, you support, you lead by love, not fear. And because of that, you were born to build something that lasts. Emotional blueprint, the anchor for others. Emotionally, people born on the 26th tend to grow up fast, either through early responsibility, emotional neglect, or a deep sense of duty that came before their time. Many of you were the peacemakers in your families, the responsible child, the one who held things together when the adults couldn't. And even now, as grown souls, you may still find yourself being the one others turn to for strength, advice, or comfort. But who holds you? This is one of your deepest emotional lessons, to learn that you deserve to be supported too. That your strength doesn't always have to come from being the one who has it all together. It's okay to rest. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to need. You often carry old grief or emotional weight, not just from this life, but from others. Past life echoes of losing a family, being unable to protect someone you loved, or having your home taken from you may linger deep in your soul memory. This can make you overly protective, cautious, or controlling at times, but it all comes from love. Healing begins when you remember that safety lives inside you, not just around you. Spiritual gifts, the guardian, the healer, the foundation maker. You have an incredibly grounding energy, like sacred earth. People feel calm around you. They trust you without knowing why. You are someone who others feel they can build with, not just be with. Your spiritual gifts lie in your ability to protect, heal, and build structures, physical, emotional, or spiritual, that hold others up. You might be drawn to healing professions, architecture, coaching, home design, teaching, or anything where you bring order, structure, and long-term care into people's lives. You are a natural manager of energy and resources. You have an innate sense of how to stabilize chaos, whether that's through finances, emotions, or family dynamics. And spiritually, you might be someone who channels ancestral wisdom. You could find yourself deeply connected to lineage work, family healing, or restoring generational balance. You are not flashy, you are not loud, but your power is unshakable, and your ability to ground divine inspiration into reality is one of your soul's superpowers. Karmic themes and past life influences. People born on the 26th often carry heavy karmic themes from past lives related to leadership, loyalty, betrayal, and sacrifice. You've likely had lifetimes as kings, queens, spiritual leaders, healers, or heads of powerful households. In many of those lives, you had immense responsibility, but sometimes lacked emotional nourishment or were betrayed by those you trusted most. This is why, in this lifetime, you may have trust issues. You may carry a subconscious fear of losing everything you've built, or being abandoned after giving your all. You may also feel an inexplicable pressure to get it right, as if failing would cost more than just your own peace. That's because your soul remembers how high the stakes were. Some 26s carry wounds from lifetimes where they were forced into leadership, married for politics, or had to sacrifice personal dreams for the sake of duty. In this life, you are learning how to lead from the heart, not from obligation. You are learning how to protect without over-controlling, how to care without losing yourself. Forgiveness of others and of yourself is a major karmic key for you. Relationships, loyalty, devotion, and the sacred inner circle. In love and friendship, you are deeply loyal. Once you commit, it's for the long haul. You crave stability, emotional depth, and a partnership where both people are building something together, not just floating in uncertainty. But because you give so much, you can attract people who take more than they give, especially in your early years. You may have experienced imbalanced relationships where you carried the emotional or financial weight. This is a soul test, one that pushes you to develop boundaries and self-worth. You are not here to be someone's emotional crutch. You are here to be an equal partner in something sacred. You also have a very selective inner circle. Not everyone gets access to your heart, but the ones who do, they will feel your love in their bones. You're the one who remembers birthdays, holds them through their breakdowns, and helps them rebuild their lives when they fall apart. Your presence is a sanctuary. In return, you need someone who holds you in your strength and your softness, someone who doesn't just admire your power, but honors your heart. Shadow side, control, suppression, and inner pressure. Every number carries light and shadow, and the shadow side of the 26 can be intense. Because you often carry so much responsibility, either emotionally, financially, or practically, you may fall into patterns of control. This doesn't mean you're manipulative. It usually comes from a fear of chaos, of things falling apart if you don't hold them together. You might overwork, overgive, or micromanage the people you love out of fear that something will go wrong. And while your intentions come from love, it can lead to burnout, frustration, or feeling unappreciated. Another shadow is emotional suppression. You are often so focused on being strong for everyone else that you forget to let yourself feel. You may bury your own emotions because they don't seem productive, but emotional repression can lead to resentment, anxiety, or sudden outbursts when you can no longer hold it all in. And finally, there's the inner pressure. A relentless voice that tells you you're not doing enough, not being enough, not holding everything together perfectly. This is often the karmic echo of lifetimes where failure led to tragedy. But in this life, you are allowed to be human. Your worth is not based on how much you carry. You are worthy because you exist. Career and soul work. People born on the 26th are natural leaders, organizers, and builders. You excel in fields that require responsibility, strategic thinking, emotional intelligence, and long-term vision. Think business, management, architecture, real estate, finance, education, psychology, healing arts, or even law and justice. You thrive in roles where people count on you, where your effort becomes legacy, where you can leave something behind that improves the lives of others. But it's important that your work aligns with your values, not just your skills. If you're only working for status or money, your soul will feel empty. But if you're building something that aligns with your heart, whether that's a business, a family, a community, or a sacred space, you'll be unstoppable. You are here to create structures that last, but more importantly, that heal. Connection to the divine, ancestral wisdom, and earth magic. You are deeply connected to ancestral wisdom. Whether you know your heritage or not, your soul often feels called to understand lineage, roots, and legacy. You may be drawn to family constellations, ancestral healing, or connecting with your elders. Your spirit guides may even feel like wise grandparents or ancient tribal protectors. Nature is also deeply healing for you. The earth grounds your nervous system. Trees, soil, stones, and sacred geometry are all portals for your energy. You are often an old soul who thrives in natural settings, not for escape, but for spiritual remembrance. You are someone who could easily master herbalism, crystal healing, energy clearing, or even sacred architecture. Anything that merges the physical and spiritual, especially with structure, resonates with your soul. Healing themes, worth, boundaries, and receiving support. One of your soul's deepest lessons is learning that your value does not come from your usefulness. You are allowed to be, not just do. You are allowed to rest, to cry, to not have the answers, You are allowed to be held, not just hold others. Another core theme is learning how to receive support, love, compliments, help. You are so used to being the giver that receiving can feel uncomfortable, even unsafe, but the universe is trying to pour into you too. Let it. Boundaries are also part of your sacred growth. Learning to say no without guilt, to protect your energy without apology, to love without losing yourself. These are the keys to your evolution. Conclusion. To those born on the 26th, you are not here to be ordinary. You are here to build what others are afraid to even dream of. You carry the strength of 10 lifetimes, the heart of a healer, and the soul of a protector. You are not loud, but your presence echoes across lifetimes. You don't just lead, you inspire trust. You don't just give, you create safe spaces. You don't just survive, you build sacred legacies that ripple through generations. So today, I honor you. I honor your strength, your softness, your deep emotional wisdom, and your powerful soul mission. This world needs more of what you are. And never forget, you are more than enough, even when you're not holding it all together. Thank you for being here, and thank you for walking your path with such devotion. I'm Pandora, and I see you. Until next time, stay grounded in your truth and open to your light.